What does a stoma look like? I remember when I first got diagnosed in 2013 with ulcerative colitis, I was sat down in a room with two consultants and my mum, and they told me that my condition was so bad and so acute that I would need to have a stoma in the next 2 years. Years went by and my condition didn't really get better, and I wondered why the medication wasn't working. As time passed on, I kind of thought, well, you know what, if I'm going to have to get this dreaded bag, I want to know what the hell it is. What on earth is a stoma? So of course I've done the sensible thing that anyone would do getting a massive life-changing surgery. Google, of course. What does a stoma look like? What on earth is that? What, can you touch it? Does it smell? Does it hurt? It looks pretty painful. And to be honest, at that point, I was pretty scared. You know, that is a big operation. That is a big scar. That is a weird thing hanging out my stomach. So I went through with this massive surgery. I had it done, absolutely smashed it out of the park. Felt like crap for about a month. But I never expected it to be easy. Bloody hell, when was it ever going to be easy getting a massive surgery like this? But I was determined to not let this massive life-changing surgery dictate the way I lived my life. So straight away I named my stoma Michael after my intensive care nurse. For me, that was taking control of the situation and making the stoma mine and not the other way around. I've been personal training for around 6 years now, and I deal with a lot of rehabilitation on a daily basis. And what I've really learned is the body just takes time to get stronger and takes time to heal. And if you rush that process, you'll very quickly go back to square one. I've personally rehabilitated my abdomen twice. 2 9-inch incisions in my stomach, so I kind of like to think I know what I'm talking about. My body's a lot more functional than it's ever been. So my advice to anyone out there watching this video who's got to have abdominal surgery or has already had it and they're looking to get back into the gym is play it really slowly. It's not a race, and you've got your whole life to look forward to. So just enjoy the process of getting better, getting fitter, getting stronger, and before you know it, you'll almost feel back to full health. This way over time, you'll just slowly get stronger and stronger, and then be able to do more and more. And I'm in no means saying that in time you won't be able to do a sit-up or a leg raise in the gym, but you've just got to build yourself up to doing those exercises. Now, mental health is definitely at the forefront of media and everything these days, but I don't think you can actually fully understand what it's like to live with a mental health condition until you've gone through it yourself. Now, when I first got diagnosed with bowel disease, I didn't really understand anything about many conditions at all. You know, as a young person in their 20s, I didn't understand what bowel disease was. I didn't really know much about mental health. It wasn't really something that I came in contact with at any point in my life. So when I did start to feel really low and I started to isolate myself and just turn into a different person, really, almost a shell of my former self, I didn't really pick up on it being a mental health problem. And it was only really when I started to communicate more to my family, my loved ones, my friends, and people online that I realised and put the dots together that I was actually having feelings of anxiety and depression. And that was totally normal. You know, there was nothing wrong with that. I'd been through a massive surgery in my early 20s, and I was having to come to terms with living with a bag on my body. And my advice to anyone who is getting any of those types of feelings that I've had in the past, it would be talk about it. You know, I was a massive advocate of writing my emotions down, and it just stops it from snowballing and building up. 3 years now since I had my stoma fitted, and when I left hospital, I was provided with a hernia support belt. And I've tried various brands since, and they haven't really cut it for me, which is exactly why I spent the last 2 years designing this. What I've gathered from the past, from wearing other belts, is that the person that's designed them obviously hasn't got a stoma. With that being said, it was really nice to build a product, and I think I've produced something that is comfortable, functional, and aesthetically pleasing compared to some of the things on the market. because to be honest, some of them are absolutely horrendous. Used to find when I was really underweight and unhappy with my body, I would look at my phone and compare myself to other people. And at the end of the day, it's fine to be different. We should accept our indifferences. You being made to feel you need to adapt a certain body part or look a certain way is wrong. You shouldn't feel like that. You are enough, and if you keep telling yourself that, eventually you'll believe it.